other topic. It was a young guy who went on live. He had just killed his girlfriend, his baby mother, whatever, killed her. He was walking out. He was just explaining himself, like saying that he killed her because she was trying to send him to jail or something like that. What's your thoughts on him? Like, you know, I mean, he was wrong for killing her, even though she was sending him to jail. Do you think that, and he ended up killing himself?
Yeah.
Do you think he was just a little bit too emotional about it? Like sometimes you gotta,
somebody
out there in the streets. You gotta leave him alone, man.
Yeah, but he in the streets. He not see you can't talk for the street nigga. You only could talk for the nigga that's in the law abiding. Said that's what you is. Okay, so that's what you can talk about. Hold the street nigga. Just think about it when you was a street nigga. When we was out there, motherfuckers was telling on us. Then what? We wasn't like, oh yeah, just let them go. No, his baby mom told on him before. And now I'm not saying this is right, but I understand because he's using a street dialect and mentality for it. His baby mom already sent him to prison before. She tried to send him again. She talking about he came in the crib throwing up. He like, and he's going live explaining. He like, throwing up? I done put this fire on plenty of people before. Why am I throwing up? Then he find out information that she's ready to take him down. He kills her. Again, I'm not saying this is right and we're not promoting this. But I understand he's in the streets. I don't know why my brother don't understand no more. The nigga done left and flew the coop so long ago that he didn't forgot what fucking colors he got. But listen, yeah, you know, I understand why he did. And then he killed himself. He said, yeah, I ain't going to jail to do none of that time.
Well, I'm
getting right on out of here. And I'm not saying he right for doing it, but street life, you go by somebody telling on you. Street life, what they did, 9 times out of 10, they shooting you.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what goes on. You know, if I'm in the streets, if somebody's telling on me, I'm not moving like that. That's dumb.
You're not moving like what, Fee?
Like all reckless like he just did. Why would he do something like that?
He already knew what he was ready to do. He knew he was killing himself. He knew he killed her. He said
who does that?
I'm not saying who does. A lot of people. Man. Look at this shit going on all over the world.
I'm saying that it's stupid. It doesn't matter if you have removed yourself from the streets or not. You don't move in that manner and go to jail for doing something.
He ain't going to jail.
Well, or kill yourself.
Why are you going to tell him?
It was one of the other.
But he evidently he could stand it. He did it.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. All I'm saying is that it was dumb.
Okay, that's your opinion on it. He living in the street life. Yeah, I mean, I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
So you don't understand him? No. Somebody trying to tell him.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, so we was cool with people telling on us back in the day.
No, that's not. You gotta listen to what I'm saying.
You saying you don't agree with it? So I'm asking you.
For one, like if you dealing with a woman and she out of pocket, you know, sometimes you gotta walk away.
She ready to send him to jail. You talking about walk away? You can walk to the back of the police car.
Hear me out though, man. Like let me
about homicides.
Okay, so clearly he knew this. He knew she told him before, so he should have got away from him. But then ultimately, what I'm saying to you is, you know, he shouldn't have did it anyway, but you shouldn't have did it like that if you was going to do it. If somebody trying to send you to jail, you don't do it just words, or you put yourself in jeopardize your freedom like that. That just don't make sense. This is, like I said, this is the problem with people.
All right, but now you're going into a whole nother joint. All right, you don't do it like that and this and that.
No, because you made a statement. You said that I'm so far removed, but I never was dumb when I was in the streets, or I was never dumb. I'm not dumb now, so it don't matter if I'm in the streets.
All I'm saying is,
hear me out. It don't matter if I'm in the streets or a law-abiding citizen. I've never did nothing in the streets to the point where I'm going to be dumb and jeopardize myself going to prison behind it.
He didn't go to prison. He knew what he was doing.
He was going to go to prison.
He didn't. He knew he had a plan.
They knew he did it already before he killed himself.
Yes. Because he did it. He already said it. And you think I'm going to jail? He said, "Did you watch him talking?"
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I do understand what I'm talking. He had a plan from the drive. He knew he was going to kill himself. He said, "Yeah." And if you think he said it. I'm not going to jail. I'm about to end myself too. But he had a plan. I'm like, all right, well, damn, all right, then stand on your plan then.
I still don't think you understand what I'm saying, bro. If somebody told on me right now, and I knew that they told on me, I'm gonna get them out of here in a way where as though if I was to do that, not condoning the saying, if I was to do something like that, like I would do it in a manner where as though I'm not gonna be a person of interest, or I'm not gonna be in the position where I gotta kill myself afterwards. So therefore, he made an emotional decision, which ultimately led to him not wanting to go to jail because he knew he was gonna go to jail because they knew he did it. And then he killed himself because he couldn't handle the fact that he's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. So therefore, he made a bonehead decision. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a street guy or whatever, or a law-abiding citizen to know that you got to move in a certain manner when you committing crime. You're not going to sell coke in front of the
probably
cop.
didn't care about the manner no more.
But you made a statement, said like, I forgot, like I don't really, because I'm so far removed. But
yeah, but you have, to me, you have.
Okay.
He probably didn't care, bro.
But no, what I'm saying to you is it doesn't, not caring. Since when has not caring been a part of the street code? That these young boys move like that.
A lot of niggas don't care.
You tell me, I never moved like that.
Okay, that's what you won't do, is some niggas that don't care. It was at a point in time in my life I didn't care.
That wasn't, but still, but that's why every time you went to jail, people had to get money, had to pay bail. If you move too reckless, you can't move reckless.
Yes, that's a whole nother entity. We talking about just him right now, Tawfiq. Fuck all that shit. He had a plan. He knew what he was getting. He knew he was facing, and he carried it out.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
What is you saying, bro?
You made a statement saying that I don't understand because I'm so far removed.
Right.
I do understand.
Right.
I understand that he's an idiot. That he wasn't smart.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody move like that. Who moves like that? And this is why he moved emotional and he killed himself. Because he
don't nobody do that, huh?
Nobody smart.
Do anybody do that? Fuck all that smart shit. Do anybody do that?
Yeah, not people that's not smart do that. That's not smart.
All right. Okay.
It's not smart, man, at all.
I'm just saying this ain't shocking to me. This ain't the first time I've seen something like this. You?
But it doesn't make it right, bro.
No, we're not talking about right and wrong in it. We're talking about what he did and what he carried out. Now, that's a whole nother conversation. Now, if you ask me that question, I'd be like, man, he was wrong. He played that stupid. He should have went about that. That's a whole nother junk. We're talking about, yo, what the hell? He wasn't thinking about, he knew his end. Once he found out, she told, and he explained it, and he started going on, he knew what he was going to do.
Well, do me a favor. When you comparing stuff, don't compare my intellect or my.
No, I didn't compare you. I say that you forgot.
I didn't forget. I just never moved like that in the streets.
Okay.
So I never
I never compared you. I said you forgot.
I'm saying I would have never. I'd have been like, this boy, whoever moving like that, the nigga was a nut. Like we had people that was in our neighborhood that killed women, and like, this boy was retarded for doing that, and the way they did it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just think that people gotta, not saying you should commit crime in a way to get away with it. I'm just saying, like, you don't do stuff like that. That's just like, I mean, that's just gonna have you in a bad situation, and they gonna send you to jail.
Well, in his case, he ain't go to jail. He already knew where he was going.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, again, I'm not promoting that. I'm not applauding him for that. He already had his plan, his mind made up, his plan made up, and he just was out there.
Shout out to I Am Taylor Rule. She said, if he got to take his personal feelings out of opinions, sometimes it comes off like you can't look at both sides. I respect your opinion. I can't. For me, I look at the whole situation. Whenever is a decision made, for me, I stop and look at the whole situation. I'm not going to react off of emotion. I'm not going to do it. And especially, and then if I do get too emotional about a situation, I just feel like it's probably best for me to walk away. I'm not saying this is, and I'm not saying that, I'm perfect in anything that I do. I just, when I was running the streets, I made calculated decisions. I never moved in a way like I'm just going to do something reckless and send myself to prison for the rest of my life, or put myself in a position where I'm going to kill myself. But I respect your opinion. I do look at the situation that he did. I look at it. He just moved reckless.
He definitely did that.
He was wrong. The way that he moved.
Yes, but I'm not here to judge him wrong or right. I just see what he did, and then he ended it. He ain't wait to go to jail. He said he knew everything he was ready to do. I'm like, this nigga crazy. That's it. And I see cases like this all the time. I've been in jails with niggas like this all the time. I'm like, damn, okay. All right, well, that's how you seen fit to do it. All right. We're not talking about if it was stupid or dumb. That's what we seen. That's what people been through.
Mm-hmm. And, I understand. I understand why he did it. I just think that he shouldn't have did it.
Well, yeah. Now we getting somewhere. Okay, now when you put it like that, you can say that. He shouldn't have did it. But he didn't did it. He knew, once he found out that she was telling again, he already put in his head. He killed her. Now let me let y'all know, yeah, she back here laid up, and this is why, and I'm out of here right now.
Yeah. Okay,
yes, it was stupid. It was bonehead. But people was doing this all the time, man.
Yeah.
All the time. These women playing games, and I'm not saying that, this was an excuse for, this is an excuse for him killing her at all, because it's always wrong. But women, you got to be mindful too. You know what type of nigga you dealing with, man. If you dealing with a street nigga or a corporate nigga or whatever you want to call him nigga. You know what type of man you dealing with. Why is you playing around with this man like that? You done told on him before what you forgot you told on him or what you think he didn't know? You see, the nigga already saying he done killed plenty of people before and then ran in your house. So you know he's serious. And again, peace be upon his soul, man. I don't want to see no woman die. But the women, you got to also be mindful too. Certain things that you do will put you in harm's way. Put you in harm's way like a mug. You dealing with this wild coyote. This is what you call a wild coyote.
Yeah, you know, and ultimately what's going to happen is, you know, both of the person who's going to be affected the most is the child. And then and once she told on you the first time, you might should have got away from her.
Well, yeah, he should have did, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She told you the first time. But
a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people get told on the first time and still come back around.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Be like, damn, you can't fault him for that. He love her. He love her. And especially when there's a woman and a man joint like that. Send you to prison and you be right back out, back in her face. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I can't fault him for that. I think he said it's his child mine. So I can't. What the hell? Look how many dudes we know that girls send them to jail. As soon as they get out, they right back with them. So you can't make that statement.
It happens all the time, but I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes you gotta pay attention to that because if a person sends you to jail,
you definitely gotta pay attention to that.
If they send you to jail one time, they'll do it again. Once a woman or somebody start calling the cops on you, they'll call the cops on you again. And
again,
they may even lie on you to try to get you sent to prison.
They might.
You know what I'm saying? So you got, you know, I know it's hard to walk away, but sometimes you might just have to walk away before you get to the situation right here where you feel like you want to kill them. You know? I just think that, you know, sometimes is it something that we can teach or we can say to people like, hey, listen, take a time. Like you always say, take a time to think. Maybe if he would took a time to think, he may have just made a different decision. I just think that you know, if you do certain things off of emotion and move in an emotional manner without stopping and thinking, because you can stop and think and then figure out a way to do certain things whereas though you're not jeopardizing yourself. And that does not always mean committing crime. I mean anything. You can stop and be like, you know, look both ways before you cross the street. I'm not saying that it's comparing it to them, just saying, you know what I mean? You just can't be reckless out here. You gotta stop and think about your livelihood as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even know if it was a case pending against this kid. I don't know if they said anything because clearly if it was a case pending against him, he would have probably been on the run or been incarcerated. But he wasn't on the run or incarcerated from what they say. But he said that she told on him. So, you know, unfortunately, that kid gonna suffer whoever that kid is that they have because both of the parents was moving reckless. I heard young kids having kids, or kids having kids, and where's the parents at? You know. But yeah, I mean, we see these type of situations all the time. We see this emotional factor from the young guys. That's why they in jail. That's why a lot of them is, you know, in the graveyards. And you see, it's just crazy, man. How many